when I fought him, there was some things that happened, which I had a lot of mental problems with fights when I early in my career. You know, I ducked quite a few big fights just because I mentally couldn't handle it. But when I fought Matt, I don't know if you remember a guy named Billy Rush. Do you remember him? He was straight to, so I when I was younger, I would need I think it was because my wrestling coach died. I needed someone to look up to.
A mentor, right? Yeah.
Yeah. So Billy became that, and that's why I started living in Ohio. That's why I got rich. But Billy killed himself. God rest his soul. But he had a he had a big problem with alcohol. I mean, the worst case of alcoholism I've ever seen in my life. I mean, it was tragic. But leading up to that fight, myself, Horn, and because I think Jeremy was fighting Chael Sonnen and Billy. We had a couple other guys there. So when you fight the main event, like, it was cool to me as I get my own suite, the MGM Grand, and Billy takes it over and he's throwing up prostitutes, because he was actually going through his addiction, which I've had my problems with that, so I understand. And it was just, I didn't know how to cut the weight without him, so he left me alone all week. So and it's not his fault. I think I probably wouldn't have been mentally ready, period. But like if you watch like the behind the scenes for that fight, they asked me, Joe, what are you looking forward to? I said, I'm just looking forward to this fight to be over.
That's what I remember. I remember that. I just want to get it over with. Yeah, in the promo. Yeah.
It was sad because a lot of things have said. I look back and I get sad. I'm thankful for the level I've gotten to and what I've done, I've accomplished. But I physically am talented and capable of have done a lot more. But things happen for whatever reason they do. So you can't look. I mean, I do look back on it and kind of get sad, but there's a reason for it. God puts things in your life for a reason. He does things for a reason. You go one way. I mean, if I would have won the title like that, then who knows? If I could have done something else. It's just a crazy the way life works. I just trust it happened for a reason.
Yeah, exactly. I agree with you there. I share that sentiments for sure. There's a reason, but you know what I think too, Joe? Like, I feel like, well, look, here's the thing. Let's compare you were Matt, right? Here was a Matt who came on won the championship, defended it 7 times. And then when that identity stopped for him, his life changed and it maybe didn't go so great. And I'll just leave that there, And you, on the other hand, you didn't have that opportunity to, quote, peak that early, but you're still in it now. Yeah. So you've had a decade and a half more to inspire people, to gain more fans, to like overcome more adversities. And it sucks you had to go through that stuff, but there's people out here. You inspire people.
But yeah, it's funny you say that because Matt, he got hit by that train, and that's fucking awful, man. That's really awful. But before that, he had a hard time too, and especially knowing Matt and seeing he was larger than life. I looked at him even before. One thing about Matt, and nobody knows this about him when he fought him. When he walks into, I think George had actually talked about it. When he walks into the cage, he makes you feel like you don't belong there. Even if I just whooped his ass for weeks on end in the training camp, I feel like I was a fucking child. Like, what am I doing here? And then and he has a presence about him. And then it's just, but to see him like this, I pray for him and his brother Mark and his wife. I mean, they just have it's a tough road to get through. I mean, he's a devout Christian. I don't know. I mean, he says he is. I mean, I hope the best for him, even though I didn't like Matt, going through. I mean, as a professional, I didn't like Matt. I didn't like who he was.
Right.
But I think he's changed. I mean, I think this whole thing's humbled him.
Yeah, absolutely. For sure.